All right, so looking at this diagram over here, this is part of measurement, okay? And the first question we asked is to find x and also the radius of the circle. We also told that this is the center of the circle and it is 90 degrees, forming a rectangle over here. All right, so so question one, I want to find x and then also obviously the radius, which you'll actually notice is intertwined in the same question. So question one, find x. Question two, I think, was find the radius. We can do each one in either order. It seems repetitive. Okay, so I've got 8 meters over here, and this is 90 degrees, a rectangle, and I can see that over here, the side here is 3.2. So this remaining side over here is very important to find because that side is the same as this side, which would help me get this length, and then therefore that length will be x. All right, so the main thing here is to find this length over here, which would be obviously 8 minus 3.2 will get me that part there. So what is 8 minus 3.2? 8 minus 3.2 will equal 4.8 meters. So this is going to be 4.8 meters, and that's going to be my radius. So that means this is also going to be 4.8 meters because this over here was given as 90 degrees, which means that x will equal, so this is going to be is the radius, okay, which you could use as the second part, repeated this in the second part of the question. Or in the first part here, now we're taking that 4.8 and we adding it to 6.4, which comes to 10 plus 1.2, which is 11.2 meters. So x will equal 11.2 meters, and my radius is equal to 4.8 meters for that. Okay. Now, the next question, we asked to find the perimeter. The perimeter is made up of, firstly, it's equal to 11.2 meters over here, plus 3.2, which is over here, plus this, which is 3/4 of a circumference. I'm just going to write that 3/4 of a circumference, plus 6.4 plus 8 meters. So we have all the parts. We just need to calculate this 3/4 of a circumference, which would give me that arc over there. And we can see that, how do we know this is 3/4? Firstly, we know that if this is 90 degrees, then this is 270 degrees, then this would be the fraction 270 out of 360 degrees, which is a revolution, which is 3/4. And we know that if we divide a circle into 4 parts, then each part will be a quarter. So this would be a quarter. Therefore, this would be 3/4 because it adds up to one whole. So therefore, this area, in this case, sorry, circumference would be equal to 3/4 multiplied by the circumference of the full circle, which is 2 pi r. You can also use the formula pi times d when you're using the diameter. Remember, pi times d and 2 pi r is the same. It's a circumference and perimeter concept, right? So it'll be 6 over 4 pi r, and that's going to be 3 over 2 pi times r. And in each case, we know what r is, right? So I can just add that in there. 3 times 2 is 6. That's how I get 6 over 4. And I simplify to 3 over 2. And I'm going to be multiplying this by r. So I might as well just calculate the whole thing. All right. Then grab a calculator. And let's just put it all in a calculator. And this is going to be equal to that part over there, which is this over here. And I'm going to add it with those values. By the way, everything is in meters to get the final answer there. So I'm calculating it over here on the side. 3/4 multiplied by 2 times pi times 4.8. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a calculator and let's calculate that. We can use pi as 3.14. Preferably use a full version of pi, would be more accurate. All right, just grabbing the calculator, and I've got 3 divided by 4 times 2 times pi times 4.8, and that comes to 22.62 meters. And that'll be 22.62 meters, which means now I can add all of that up. So let's add it up and let's get the perimeter of this shape. And we're done with the perimeter then. Okay. All right, so 11.2 plus 3.2 plus 22.62 plus 6.4 plus 8 meters comes to 51.42. 51.42 meters in total for the full perimeter of the entire shape. Okay. The next part now is to find the area. The area can be found also using a 3/4 of a circle concept, right? So if I want to find the total area of this, let's say I work it out over here, then I'm going to take the rectangle, right, plus 3/4 of a circle area. The rectangle is given by length times width, right? So this would be my length, and this would be my width. So that would be 8 times 11.2, and this would be 3/4 of the area of a circle. And the area of a circle, radius is equal to 4.8. We just use pi r squared. So pi times, this is pi r squared, which is area of a circle. Don't confuse pi r squared for 2 pi r. They don't mean the same thing, right? This 2 is a big 2. It's a coefficient in front of it. This is a small 2 at the top, which is squaring it. So this is going to be pi times 4.8 all squared, like that. Okay. Now, from here, I got 8 times 11.2, which would get me 89.6. And then 3 times pi times 4.8 times 4.8, let's say, divided by 4. Comes to 54.29. 54.29 or 54.3. I'm just going to use 3 significant figures. Maybe we could use 3 significant figures as well over here. If we add those up, 89.6 plus 54.3, we get 144.2 meters squared, which would be about 144 meters squared to 3 significant figures. Let's just say we stuck with that. Okay, so that'll be my area. We were then told that the volume has to be found if the depth given was 0.5 meters. So we're given a depth now of 0.5 meters, which is given to this shape. And we have to find the volume. All right, so this goes all the way around like that. And we know that this is 0.5 meters and this is 0.5 meters added on. In order to calculate the volume for this shape, let's calculate it over here. We must remember that volume is given by surface area multiplied by depth. Now I've already got the surface area, which is 144 meters squared, and I've just got to multiply it by 0.5. It's as simple as that. And what is 0.5? It's the same as half, right? So it's 144 technically divided by 2. So if I multiply it divided by 2, it comes to 72 meters cubed. Okay, and that's the question on volume. The next part is how many liters? How many liters of water will I fit? So, how many liters of water will fit into this space? Now, for 1 meter cubed, we must remember we can fill 1,000 liters inside. So, if I've got 72 meters cubed, it's going to be 72,000 liters of water. And I'm done. All right. So, here we've calculated perimeter, we've found the radius, and we've also calculated area and volume and a bit of conversions as well. All right. The core components of measurement. All right.